Hi there. I thought I'd come online and tell you about a book I've been reading and my experience with it. Now, I have got permission from the author's people to talk about this book, and the author is Diana Cooper. So, if you haven't heard of Diana Cooper, she has done a lot of work um, and teachings on unicorns, angels, dragons. She has also awakened I think Tim Wilde, to his life in Atlantis. So she teaches a lot about things that had taken place in Atlantis, and through these teachings, people have memories of it. And that's the long and short of it. I don't know too much about all of this, but I do know this, that when I first started my awakening process, that I relied a lot on the little meditations that she put out. And when I say little, I mean they're like 10 minutes long, right? And I drew a lot of strength from that, and that helped me through my progression on my journey to myself. Now, why am I talking about this, about a book about unicorns? Because firstly, I have felt for a strong, I'll say it again, I have felt for a while now the strong sense that the elementals are returning into our world. I read somewhere or heard somewhere that, because I can't quite remember exactly what now, that the elementals had chosen to be in a dimension where they would be around us, but we could not see them with the naked eye, or we could not see them in our third dimensional space. And that they are returning to us. Now, for a while now, I felt the strong energy of Merlin, King Arthur, fairies, dragons, all of that. And I've had some reflections of my life with the elementals. So sometime in March, I have this feeling, because I was feeling so strongly about the elementals, meaning fairies, pixies, dragons, unicorns, etc., angels, elves, I think. And I'm not sure about angels, but I know the other ones definitely are part of elementals, right? I felt this need to go back to fairy tales and read about things, because I feel like I lost a little bit of that as I became a teenager. And so the way to bring back the memories was to read about it again, because I did a lot of reading as a child. And that's where I get my recollections and memories of life as an elemental or in the elemental kingdom. And I resonate with the elementals. So I started reading, or I went to the library and I got the book, The Vision of Unicorns. I loaned it out of the library, and I had it sitting on my bookshelf because I couldn't get to the point where I had space to read it. And then I was listening to one of the tarot readers on YouTube, a channel called Conscious Evolution Journey. And she's awesome. Dee's awesome. And she's such a cute, sweet reader. She's got such a great love for humanity. And the first card that came out for the April reading for me was one with the unicorn on it. And I thought, oh, there you go. You've got to read the book now. Get on and read the book, Rose. So I started reading the book. Now, for those of you that don't know what a unicorn is a white horse, looks like a white horse. It is a white horse with a horn on the third eye, on the forehead, right, on the third eye. Through reading this book, I've discovered the horn can be like 45 centimeters long. Isn't that quite, it's more than a ruler length long, a standard ruler size or length, right? So they are white, they are ascended horses, and they have a horn. And through that horn, they bring in a lot of clarity and healing to us, is my understanding from this book. Now, I was quite fascinated with the book. I was quite fascinated with the knowledge, and I learned some things I didn't know about. And I thought I might share something with you. Now, the other thing I've learned in this book is that unicorns come from the angelic realm. And when you start doing your meditations and you start reaching the higher chakra points, and they come through the causal chakra. This is where you start to connect with them through your causal chakra, which is above your crown chakra, right? This is my very limited knowledge. And please comment if I say something that needs correction. I really invite you to do that. I'm going to read from the preface of this book. Unicorns are also soul healers who can release ancient traumas of the soul so that you can find deep inner contentment and happiness. They can transmute pain from your past lives and other parts of your soul journey. They enable you to see your divine essence, who you really are, so that you can stand in your true significance. When they touch you at a soul level, your light can shine and you can experience soul satisfaction. So I feel like I had the compulsion or the sense to get in tune with my unicorn. Because in this book, we are given little exercises to do on connecting with unicorns, connecting with your unicorn. According to the book, we all have unicorns. We have to be open to them. Like we all have guardian angels. We have unicorn that looks after us. Now, in this time, I've done some of the exercises and I've gone through that, connecting with my unicorn. And, you know, my unicorn has come to me. And this book has come to me at the time where perhaps I need to be connecting with my unicorn. And I want to share that with you because maybe you'll get something out of it. And you might think, oh, maybe I need to connect with my unicorn. The elemental kingdom, I believe, is coming back into our awareness. We're going to start seeing them. And I think part of that is because we're doing all the work, we're doing the meditation, we're working on the ascension process, whether we know it or not, whether we believe in ascension process or not. We're going through the transitions to the fifth dimension and the higher realms from that. And so I think in doing that, we will get the sense of these things that we couldn't get a sense of in the third dimension. All right. So because we're in the transition process, where we're slipping through the different dimensions. And so sometimes you will have a sense of those things. This is where we're getting our intuition and empowerment from to do new things, to find new ways to overcome life situations, etc. And here's another one. Here's a tool: unicorns, not angels only, not archangels, not spirit guides, but unicorns as your guide, as there to guide you, to protect you, to help you, to heal your soul from traumas, to bring you back to the place of completion. Because you think about that, ancient traumas, healing us from ancient traumas. The soul is carrying a lot of the memories of things, right? The body is carrying a lot of, in the genetics, we're carrying a lot of things that are connected to soul traumas from other past lives, etc. So here's a tool. This is the unicorns that are here. Now, one of the things that stuck out to me was, I want to say about this because I just found it now about unicorns. Unicorns are fully of the angelic realms and live in the seventh dimension, the seventh heaven. They are aspects of the divine in the same way that angels are. They are white horses which have ascended into the higher dimensions. Just like humans, horses reincarnate until they become perfected beings. In their case, they return to earth again and again to learn their lessons until they become white horses and can ascend in a blaze of light. Then these horses work with us in their spiritual bodies as unicorns. Nice, right? I love that. I really, really love that. I'm recommending that if you are feeling in tune with this, that find the books on the unicorns and find out more about them, because you know what? My unicorns, they've arrived. They're helping me. I had the first one arrive almost immediately as I started to read the book. All right. And I have the name. I won't be telling you the name of my unicorn because I want more confirmation from my unicorn that that's the right name. Okay. And this morning when I was doing my meditation and speaking to my squad that look after me, and that I mean my spiritual squad, I had another one come in, and this one I have to get more information about, because it's completely white, but it has a charcoal colored mane. Charcoal, a dark charcoal. I won't say that it's a black mane, because it's not jet black. It's a charcoal colored mane, and I can see even the eyes, the eyelids are slightly charcoal colored. The first unicorn that came to me has got lilac eyes and a beautiful white mane. So yes, isn't it wonderful? Aren't we lucky, blessed to be able to experience all of these amazing realms? So, right. So I just wanted to share that about my unicorn. I want to talk about this chapter. I learned something new here. And I wanted very much to share that with you, because other places you're not going to hear about this, right? Unicorns at Christmas. This is chapter 27 of the book, and it's on page 149. And this is what Diana Cooper writes. She says, I have often seen a double row of unicorns in front of my car, rather like those that pull Santa's sleigh. Sometimes there are 8 in 4 pairs. At other times, there are an odd number of 1 in front. I have always assumed that they were protecting my journey and leading the way. And of course, they are. But they always reminded me of Christmas. And because unicorns carry the Christ light, they are connected with that time. Right. So I'll carry on reading. It's not much longer to go. A few years ago, when I was writing The Web of Light, she says, the third in my trilogy of spiritual novels, she says her guide, Kumika, told her some facts about Christmas and asked her to research others. And that was when she learned that Jesus, whose name was Yeshua ben Joseph, until he attained the name Jesus, was evolved enough to carry the Christ consciousness and was really born in late spring. For centuries, there was dispute within the patriarchal church about the date to be adopted as his official birthday. In different areas, his birth was celebrated any time between January and May. In the 5th century, after his birth, at the Council of Rome, the Holy Fathers decreed that his birthday was the 25th of December. This was a highly pragmatic and sensible choice. For that date, which was already celebrated as a religious festival in a number of ancient civilizations, including India, China, Egypt, and Mexico, was the official birthday of many great beings. A number of these were known as sons of God, born of a virgin, and their stories included a great star that led wise men to them bearing gifts. Some of these are Isis, Osiris, Horus, Adonis, Hercules, and many of the great masters. The births of the Mithras, the Persian savior, Socrates, Aesculapius, Bacchus, Romulus, Krishna, Buddha, and Confucius. Isn't that awesome? I just love it. They were also heralded in this way. Moreover, this date was chosen by the wise ancients because the 25th of December is a time of mystical significance, when the portals of heaven open slightly and an outpouring of divine energy bathes the planet. This means that between the 23rd and 26th of December, high-frequency energy is available to humanity. It is at its peak between midnight on the 24th of December until midnight on the 25th. At this time, the Christ consciousness can be accessed more easily, and more unicorns pour into the planet at that time to help us take advantage of this wave of light. Right. I have a very different attitude now towards Christmas, because if anybody knows me, you know I have a very blah attitude towards Christmas. And I've always felt that Krishna and Jesus have a sense of each other, because Jesus was always with the people. Krishna seemed to always be with the people. I am sure that when Jesus was out there with the people, talking to people, healing people, there were animals around there. And Krishna is a lot like that too. So I realize more and more why I feel that there's an energy of Krishna in Jesus, and there's an energy of Jesus in Krishna. I hope I said that right. Okay, so let's carry on. I just want to put my glasses on so I can, see better. This is the part that really got me. And I'll tell you why, because it started to awaken me to my Atlantean connection, or my time in Atlantis. I've always felt connected to Lemuria, and I was there. I was listening to Cryon a few months ago, and he had been in New Zealand, and he was talking about how Lemurians have reincarnated in New Zealand. And I like to think I have a connection to that. All right. So unicorns in Atlantis. Now, I learned a few new things about Atlantis. I didn't know too much about Atlantis when I read this chapter. This chapter is chapter 30, and it's on page 163. Atlantis was a cosmic experiment on Earth that lasted for 260,000 years. Wow. The longest civilization there's ever been. The continent rose and fell 5 times. Again and again, the culture became technologically advanced, but spiritually bankrupt, so that it was terminated. However, in 20,000 BC, Atlantis was reinstated for the 5th and last time. This was when the Golden Age arose, a 1500-year period during which time the people created heaven on earth. They lived according to spiritual principles, maintained a 5th dimensional energy, and developed very advanced, pure crystal technology, which harmed neither the planet nor the people. It was so amazing that it makes our current technology appear infantile. Throughout this golden era, the people of Atlantis were very psychic and had extraordinary powers. They were all clairvoyant, clairaudient, telepathic, and could teleport, apport, levitate, heal, and practice telekinesis. Telekinesis is the ability to dematerialize an object external to yourself and rematerialize it in a different place. In those times, this was used by everyone to move things. When you apport, you dematerialize yourself, move to another location, and rematerialize again. In addition, everyone could see and communicate with angels and unicorns. In those halcyon times, unicorns roamed throughout Atlantis, spreading their divine essence, purity, dignity, and light. Everyone had a designated unicorn, just as they had a guardian angel. Nowadays, most people agonize over decisions, not realizing that the still, quiet thought in their mind is coming from their angel or unicorn. It is the whisper of inspiration, aspiration, hope, courage, and love. So, friends, I want to encourage you to get in touch with your unicorn. I have read from Diana Cooper's book, The Wonder of Unicorns. It has not been a review. It is about sharing with you. I found this book. I'm reading it not online. I'm reading it here in the physical. There is something very special, magical, romantic about holding a book and reading it. Even if you pace the floors and you read the book, holding it like that. There's something amazing about it. Get in touch with your unicorn self. Get in touch with your unicorn. I believe they are here. And I believe if you're having a strong sense of it, then you resonate with it and that they're here to help. I hope this message is something that you resonate with and that find another way to help you, that you find this another way to help yourself, right? To navigate times that we are living in. Something I read here was this chapter in particular, unicorns in Atlantis. There are a few times where she has written that if you resonate with this, if you feel strongly whilst reading this chapter, then you would have been in Atlantis and you would have obviously had a unicorn. So I encourage you, if you feel strongly after listening to this, to find this book and find out more about this. That means you probably had a life in Atlantis and you have a unicorn. If every one of us has a unicorn, then you have a unicorn. Apart from having a guardian angel, apart from looking for assistance from the archangels, here's another support system you have, the unicorns. Right. I tell you how my unicorns have been helping me. They have been helping me to unlock the door. The front door, when it rains, and it's been raining a lot in New Zealand, it's a wooden door, so the front door expands. And so I am currently having a lot of joint swelling and inflammation, partly because of having a condition, rheumatoid, or having deemed to have this condition, and partly because of it's part of my ascension symptom. Okay. And so when I stick the key in the door, it needs to be pushed in 5 times, 5 grooves that it goes through before I turn it. And because of my swollen wrist, that's been a bit of a challenge for me. And since reading the book, I asked them, so unicorns, can you help me do this? And so they helped me push the key into the keyhole and turn it. And even to take the key out of the door, it's a challenge. But I've been asking for them to help me, and it's just becoming easier and easier. I mean, the door is always going to be like that every winter because it's made of wood. And because of the humidity in the environment here in Auckland, that's what's going to happen. And so they're helping me with that. And I'm learning to ask for unicorns to help me, my unicorns to help me. So thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. I hope you get in tune, in touch with your unicorn and have the wonders of it. Be the child again that sees the elementals, that appreciates the, what we call the invisible friend of a child. These are all the guides we have that have come to help us here through our journey on planet Earth. And they have been here helping us before. We have lost the memory of them because we chose this time to have amnesia coming here. So I wish you well. And I wish you happy unicorn relationship. Happy discovering your unicorn. Until next time, I'm Rose. Bye-bye.